Hi, thanks for coming and seeing us today on our YouTube channel for Wonders Early Learning and Extended Day. My name's Nikki. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing our November Box of Wonders. But before we get started, you may be wondering, what is Box of Wonders? Well, I'm going to tell you. Box of Wonders is a monthly subscription that you can receive in the mail, and it is packed full of fun activities and the materials to do those activities. Those activities can range from STEM, arts, and crafts, open-ended art, and physical activity. So to get us started, let's start with unboxing our box and seeing what we have in our November edition. All right, when you open your box, you're going to see that you have a welcome letter, and in that welcome letter you are going to have a list of all the supplies and materials and the activities that are associated with those materials that you have in your box. It's really important not to throw this away. You want to make sure that you keep it close by, maybe keep it in your box, because it has the directions for different activities that you have within the box. Okay, first item that we have is our soccer ball. Well, your soccer ball. We couldn't blow it up because then it wouldn't fit in the box. So you are going to need to have someone help you blow up your soccer ball. So number one, that's our first thing. Second thing that we're going to unbox is our streamers. Now these streamers are specific for a Win It to Minute challenge. The instructions are listed in your welcome letter, so make sure that you keep that handy. Once you get done playing with your streamers with your Minute to Win It challenge, if you want to use it for craft or arts activities, you got it. All right, next is our pack of cards. Each box has its own pack of cards. If you are getting more than one box delivered to your home, hopefully you have a variety of cards that you and your other kids in the household can play with. If you've ever played this game, this one is Monster Match. But some of these card games, you're able to kind of think and be creative and make up your own games using the cards. So if that's something you enjoy doing, we encourage you to do so. Next, we have our apple bird feeder. Now this apple bird feeder does come with the instructions, but it also comes with peanut butter. So if you have any food allergies to peanuts or nuts, we encourage you to definitely have a parent around when you open this activity to get started so they can remove the peanut butter for you and give you a substitute to use in place of the peanut butter. Inside your kit, you have your instructions on how to complete the activity. And we hope that once you complete it, you hang it outdoors and you're able to do some bird watching and maybe use some of the materials to draw some of the birds that you see come visit your bird feeder. All right, so we'll put that to the side. We've also included the bird seed that you need. So you have a bag of bird seed. The only thing you need to supply for this activity is a piece of fruit, which would be the apple. All right. Next, we have dry ingredients, and these dry ingredients are for a Play-Doh activity that you are going to be able to make. These ingredients are for pumpkin Play-Doh, and once again, the instructions are in your welcome letter. This activity does require supervision from an adult or someone who is old enough to operate the stove safely. The only thing we haven't included in this activity are the wet ingredients, so the oil, water, and food coloring. So we recommend orange because it's pumpkin Play-Doh, but if you want to use a different color, we encourage you to do that too. All right, next we have a regular container of Play-Doh. So one of the things we encourage you to do with this is, of course, be creative. Use it to mold and make things out of Play-Doh, but another fun activity that you can do is do a comparison with the Play-Doh that you make. So you can use all of your senses except tasting. We don't want you to eat the Play-Doh. But you can take this Play-Doh and the Play-Doh that you make and you can look at it. You can see what are the differences and similarities. What is the smell? You can feel it. What is the texture? Is it softer, harder, lumpy? All of those types of things. We would love to hear feedback on the comparison that you have from the Play-Doh that you make to regular Play-Doh. Okay, next activity is for leaf rubbing. You guys have probably done leaf rubbing before, but if you haven't, the instructions are listed in your welcome letter. You can gather leaves from outside. You use the paper, you set the paper on top, and you pick the color crayon that you want to use, and you lightly rub over the leaf. Now once you have that done, it's kind of fun to do different things with it. You could cut out your leaves and make a mobile to hang somewhere in your home. You could frame it You could give it to a parent or anyone as a gift to maybe take to work and hang in their office or display it on your refrigerator. Lots of fun things you can do. You can also use this paper and crayons to just be creative and do your own drawing and coloring. All right, next we have watercolor painting. So we have provided you with some pictures that are already designed, and you color by number. There are instructions in the back. You have all the paint and the paintbrush. Once you finish that, or in addition to, we are giving you paper that you can do watercolor art on. So you can do your own creative project using the paper and paint. A few more things left in our box. We have markers. These markers can be used for any kind of drawing project, any kind of art project that you have, but you can also use them to decorate your bird feeder. We encourage you not to glue anything on the bird feeder because we don't want the birds to get anything that might be toxic to them or maybe mistake it for food, but you can use the markers to color on your bird feeder to make it more decorative. Then the last thing we have here in our box is our scavenger hunt folder. So in here, this is a dry erase folder that you can reuse for many different projects. But we've given you a folder. It comes with a cloth and a dry erase marker. And then this scavenger hunt, it's just simple things that you can find either outside or inside your home. And then the back side is blank, so you can create your own scavenger hunt. So this is something fun that you can do with maybe some neighborhood friends or virtually if you are practicing social distancing and not spending a lot of time with other people, but doing more connections virtually. You can also create your own scavenger hunts and do them virtually with your friends if you're not able to do them in person. So I'm going to go over everything as I pack it back into my box. You have your scavenger hunt with your dry erase marker, your dry erase folder, and your cloth, along with a blank side that you can create your own scavenger hunt. You have your watercolor art project, which is pictures that are already designed that you can use to paint by color or choose any colors that you want. And you have extra watercolor paper to do some watercolor art projects. Then we have our markers, which you can use for any activity, and you can also use it to help decorate your bird feeder. Plus you have your bird seed. The only thing you need to supply for this is your piece of fruit, which would be an apple, and then if you need an alternative to the peanut butter. Then we have our crayons and our paper for leaf rubbing activities. You have your ingredients, your dry ingredients for your Play-Doh, plus you have a regular tub of Play-Doh, so you'll be able to make activities out or make shapes and lots of fun creations out of your 2 different types of Play-Doh. You have a pack of playing cards, and you have streamers for your Minute to Win It challenge. And lastly, your soccer ball that you will need to have someone help you to inflate. Now, as we close out, we would love to see any pictures or videos that you're able to take of you interacting with any of the materials that you have in your November box. My email address can be found in the instructions, so please have if you're able to share that with me, make sure that you have parent permission. Maybe a parent could email that to me. We would just love to see how kids are interacting with the materials that we have. And then lastly, if you have anything you want to comment, please drop a comment below. Let us know how you enjoyed your box, some of the activities that you were able to complete, and we hope to see you as we unbox our December box in December. Bye!